zebra, Birchall zebra. Just happens to be two here, that's what I was meaning. Goodness me, I haven't seen them here for all week. The numbers have definitely changed compared to when we were here in November. And a lot of the reasons for that is that the grasses are changing and they're moving on. But we've got two individuals here, beautiful, beautiful creatures, amazing design. And I often stop at the simple things, folks, just because when you do see a lot of the one animal, impala or zebra or anything else, buffalo for that matter, we have a tendency as human beings to give that cursory glance. And I always use that term, cursory glance, because it's like, oh, another zebra, another impala. But you know what, sometimes it's just great to stop and just, if they're also grazing comfortably, what a lovely time it is to see. You can see that magnificent pattern. The most standout feature of the zebra, which scientists have got many different theories of why this occurs, but one of the theories is just that when they are in that big herd situation, a lot of animals running with those stripes on them makes it more difficult for predators to figure out. But I don't know. I think it's still a bit camouflage, because you really do they disappear into the woodland very quickly and very easily when you're on foot walking. You can see zebra, well, they see you before you see them normally, but they really do blend in. Even though they might look striking as they are right now, it's very easy to lose them. So they're much more active during the day than they are at the night. Just got an aircraft leaving one of the lodges, folks. That's probably what you can hear in the background. If you've got any questions, please feel free to send through those questions via Twitter. You can tweet us at #SafariLive, or you can send questions through to us on email at questions@WildEarth. Sorry, let's start that again. questions@wildearth.tv. That'll be the way to email us. Be lovely to hear from you if you've got any questions. I often see zebra, the difference between them at day and night, and you really do see it when you drive through somewhere at night. They spend much more time in open sort of pasture land during the night just to make sure that they stay a bit safer. Moving a lot more during the day when they've got their greatest sense available to them. That's their sense of sight combined with hearing during the day, but at night it's mainly just hearing and sense of smell. They often just lie down, and they can just lie down and lie flat on the ground asleep, resting, but they normally have a pair of eyes standing watching like a sentry. Just lovely to sit with them and watch them graze. They're not moving on too fast, which is great. That's why I'm sitting here, folks, and it's just lovely to watch them. We don't often see zebra at this time of the year, so a real treat this morning. Very special creature. Has to be one of the most incredible patterns of all the hoofed animals. Giraffe and zebra pretty up the top there for extraordinary markings. The real characteristic tail swishing there, really annoying flies on their rump. Always keeping alert. When I was working in a zoo, I looked after zebras for a very long time, and they're great creatures, really great. I had the privilege of seeing a foal born, which was quite an experience, and they are pretty much ready to rock and roll, ready to run, not soon after they're born. After about an hour or so, they're on their feet and they're ready to go. I'll roll down for you, Andrew, in a second. I just want to see that we don't startle this one, because I don't want them to run off. Excuse me, please. It's okay, my boy. It's okay, it's okay. Just wanted to move forward a little bit to get you a better picture. But it looks like he's coming back over onto Juma, which is interesting. So we might have a little bit more time. Ah, yes, the quintessential moment is about to happen, folks. There it is. I won't say it. I'll let you just think it. Beautiful. So Helen, welcome aboard. Great to have you with us. You've just tweeted us a question about whether either of these individuals have a wound on their left rump, and the answer to that's no. I know that there was an instance recently where Brent saw an individual with a nice big slice down their rump, and that is unfortunately definite, or more than definitely, a line where, as the line goes to grab that tail end or that back end, those hindquarters with its claws, sometimes the animal will kick out, maybe injure the line, but the line will still make contact, and those razor sharp line claws will leave a nasty wound. I've seen it on many a zebra. The old sort of war horses that we have, I'll just let this individual pass before I start the vehicle, so they get comfortable with each other. We don't want to split them off. They're beautiful creatures, and this plains or Burchell zebra has that shadow stripe, and You'll see that up here, whereas there's other species. There's the Grevy's zebra, there's the Hartman's mountain zebra in Namibia. But this one, they don't have a shadow stripe, whereas these guys have this shadow stripe. You'll see that urinating there on the same spot, just a little territorial marking there. So they could be waiting for some females to come through. You'll get that that shadow stripe on the animal, and that's the little sort of paler stripe in between the darker ones, which is a great indicator that it's Burchell's zebra. I'm just rolling down here, and I'll get you into a nice position, Andrew. I was hoping not to have this. Lovely shot. Very spectacular creatures. Got a question from Elizabeth in Minnesota. Hi Elizabeth, welcome aboard and great to have you with us. Elizabeth's asking about that sort of twitching that you see, that sort of spasmodic twitching that the animals use. And look, you're asking that it looks a little bit painful. It's far from it, Elizabeth, I assure you. It's a mechanism that they have that they use to get rid of flies on their body. Very muscular animals. And that will be a mechanism that they use just to try and get away those pesky flies. But these are two beautiful, beautiful stallions. Not. I think. I'm sorry. Let me just double check. I think one's a stallion. I'm just checking out to see the other one now. I couldn't quite see that. I'm sorry, one's a stallion. I do apologise. A few war wounds on this boy as well here that we've got in our vision on the left facing us. I don't know, they might be bachelors. I'm just trying to make out the other. The males have got, young males look similar to the females, but when they become proper stallions, you can see when they're right next to each other, they're quite chunky compared to the females. This maybe actually is a female. I do apologise. If we just go over, pan over to that other one, Andrew, it's some lovely, lovely oxpeckers have just landed on it. I'll just move down a little bit. Those lovely oxpeckers there, doing what they do best, holding onto that hair and with those modified, really, really sharp little claws, and sort of just mousing their way, like they creep along like a little mouse along the animal, and they really do get any parasites or pesky blood-sucking parasitic infestations. So it's actually a stallion and a mare. She looks like she's heavy in foal actually, that one that we just had. But apologies about that, I just couldn't quite see from the angle I was on. So we've seen some beautiful zebra, which is a great one. I haven't seen zebra all week. But for the minute, we'll sit with them, watch where they go, and if they move off into the bush, we're just going to carry on and cut back in. We're going to cut over to the guys on the bushwalk. So